Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fluency. We're going to continue this week with our mini mystery series where we are going to learn about Sherlock and Watson and some of the mysteries and the cases they need to solve. Last week was the case of the hungry clown, and we met Wendy last week, but now Watson is back with Sherlock this week, just in time for October and the fall festivities. So this one is the mystery of the haunted mansion. Turn to your friends at the station and tell them something you know about haunted mansions or that you've read about. All right, so we're going to start off with echo reading. If you'll remember, echo reading is you reading right after me, trying to get your voice to echo mine. One of the important pieces in fluency is making sure that you pay close attention to the punctuation. The punctuation that the author provides helps you read the passage the way the author intended for you to read it. When there's a period, you pause. When there's a question mark, you make your voice sound like a question. When there's an exclamation mark, you make your voice sound excited because that's what the author wants you to do. So here we go. We're going to do echo reading. Get ready. The Mystery of the Haunted Mansion. Sam Sherlock stepped out of the little car that carried him through the haunted mansion in Disneyland. The manager of the park told him that people complained of losing their wallets while on the ride. Pete, the manager, had laughed when he asked Sam, "You don't think it's the ghosts, do you?" Sam felt for his wallet in his pocket. "Still there," he said to himself. Sam stood in front of the mansion and scratched his head in thought. Crowds were still lining up. Suddenly, something caught his eye. He saw two teenagers push into the crowd. Then they pushed close up against a man. In a wink, they ran from that man to another and another. "I guess I found my ghosts," said Sam. Sam said. What in the world did Sam Sherlock mean when he said, "I guess I found my ghosts"? Turn to your partner and tell him what you think. All right, now it's time to do a second reading, because when you work on fluency, you read and reread passages several times to help improve your fluency. So this time we're going to do some choral reading. Choral reading means you reading with me. Get ready. The Mystery of the Haunted Mansion. Sam Sherlock stepped out of the little car that carried him through the haunted mansion in Disneyland. The manager of the park told him that people complained of losing their wallets while on the ride. Pete, the manager, had laughed when he asked Sam, "You don't think it's the ghosts, do you?" Sam felt for his wallet in his back pocket. "Still there," he said to himself. Sam stood in front of the mansion and scratched his head in thought. Crowds were still lining up. Suddenly, something caught his eye. He saw two teenagers push into the crowd. Then they pushed close up against a man. In a wink, they ran from that man to another and another. "I guess I found my ghosts," Sam said. What did Sam Sherlock mean? You discussed that a moment ago with your partner. Now I'm going to ask you some questions that you can discuss with your partner, and I'm going to display them so that you guys can see them at the same time. After we look at these discussion questions, then I'm going to have you whisper read and partner read. Okay, so here's a couple questions to think about. What did Sam mean when he said he found his ghosts? Who were the ghosts? What did Sam see that made him suspicious? Where was Sam? What attraction did he just finish visiting? Was it easy for pickpockets to get valuables in front of the haunted mansion? Why do you think it may have been easy? Or why wasn't it easy? Why was Sam called by the manager? What was the manager's name? How did the boys get the wallets? What should people do when they are in large crowds to protect their belongings? And finally, what do you think will happen to the teenagers? They sure do have worried looks on their faces. All right, now we've done echo reading and choral reading. Give yourself a pat on the back and look at your partner and give them a wink or a smile. Now it's time for you to do some whisper reading. So take your passage and turn your back to your partner, and I'd like you to whisper read it all the way through. Then, when you're finished, you can read out loud to your partner, and you can listen to your partner read out loud to you. Now, I look forward to seeing you next week for story number 5. Thank you for being a good listener and participant at the Mini Mystery Fluency Station. See you next time.